and welcome to the Chris Algieri Show.
And he's been spending the past decade trying to get me to not fight like Rocky, and to be more disciplined, and be more tactical, and be a strategist and a master boxer in the ring. It's funny that when push comes to shove and that side of me had to come out, that was the side that grabbed everyone's attention. But on November 22nd, it's not going to be my Rocky-esque performance that's going to win the day. It's going to be my smart technical boxing skills and my strategy and my mental and physical preparation leading up to November 22nd. So that being said, I'm looking to be the new WBO welterweight world champion.
Come on, boxing fans, let's hear it one more time for Chris Algieri!
All I do is win, no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. Every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go
This time I thought, this guy's gonna bring it. Let's hit it. We're 100% ready. He's in deep water. He's so cocky. He better back it up because I think Manny's gonna walk out there and knock him out in the first round.
It sounds like when you say that you're not worried about this guy at all, and he's so cocky, you better back it up. Has Chris gotten a little bit under your skin? He walked in here like a rock star, the glasses on, the whole
Under
thing.
my skin, yeah. The thing is, I think he's like a superstar already. They think that he's Rocky Balboa. This ain't a fucking movie. Yeah, I guarantee that.
Freddie, with that, I will leave you. I will see you in the gym tomorrow. Radio Raheem with none other than Freddy Roach. Lastly, I talked to Freddy Roach yesterday, and after the arrivals, he seemed a little irritated. Like you may have gotten under Freddy's skin with the reception that you got here, the sunglasses, the Rocky Balboa connection. Has any of that? Have you felt any of that from them? Has it been still a good relationship like it was when we first started this press tour?
No, I mean, I haven't had any engagement or interaction with them. I'm really not concerned about what they feel about me or what Freddie feels about me or thinks about me. I could really care less. I'm focused on the task at hand, and that's fighting Manny Pacquiao. I'm not fighting Freddy Roach.
Do you feel like you can be propelled to that next level, not just by getting a win, but by knocking Manny Pacquiao out in China, right next to his hometown?
I mean, it's hard to say what would happen after that, but that would either way, my career is going to be catapulted into another stratosphere. It looks like.
Don't try his body off.
You said that you know Chris Algieri, obviously you do, but are you the type of coach that studies tape? Do you study your opponent's last fights and look for weaknesses? If so, what do you see in Manny's game that you feel like Chris can advantage?
I see a lot of things, and I've watched 52 of Manny Pacquiao's fights. The other, I don't know where the other 5 or 6 were, but that's all I've done since the Ruslan fight is study Manny Pacquiao, and I see a lot of things that he used to do that he still does. The main difference is that he still has the unorthodox kind of style and movement, but he's missing a little bit of his zap that he used to have. And when you have an unorthodox style and you throwing punches from all kinds of different angles that nobody's really able to do, that's fine when you're faster than everybody in the world and you're at top of your game. I don't believe that's the case now, and I believe that he has lost his edge, and that's why I believe that if he continues to fight like that, which he really doesn't have a choice, that's how he's always fought. Chris Algieri is gonna put his hands on him and stop him.
Well, Tim Lane, Radio Raheem, it's a pleasure to talk to you.
Yep, you too, man.
Radio Raheem with Tim Lane.
Yeah, guys, please, everybody, watch the corners, please. Watch the ropes, please. 1 minute or 1 minute left. You know when there's 1 minute left. By being a master boxer, Chris will win by doing what he does every day in the gym. And just to be real clear, he's going to do the same thing he's done the last 40 times. He hasn't done it 2 or 3 times. He's done it 40 times. It's going to be 41. You know, that's the same thing.
Speed might frighten him. He said actually the thing he's most concerned about was Manny's experience, being able to deal with everything in boxing. Like he's seen it all.
Mm-hmm.
How can you break through that? What is Chris going to do that he hasn't seen before?
Well, Chris, you know, people haven't seen the best of Chris. The greatest thing about Chris is the better the opposition, the better he is. So the cream of the crop always rise to the top, and that's what Chris is. So Manny does have a lot of experience, and on paper has more experience than Chris. But he's just going to bring out the best in Chris, and the world is going to see 2 vibrant human beings going out and doing what they do. But Chris is the young lion, and he will prevail.
When you're confident of a win, is there any chance of a knockout? Chris doesn't seem to have a knockout.
I truly believe the fight will not go the distance. I believe that Manny's going to go to sleep and go back home and retire. This is. I love Manny. I came up watching him. I'm a lefty. I really admire what he's done in the game. But Chris Algieri is too much. The boxing scene. Just be clear, guys. No one has ever known or seen of anything like Chris Algieri. There's been bits and pieces of people with greatness, but Chris Algieri has the full circle. When you have the full circle and you have the universe on your side, and when you do everything right, you don't cut corners and you're always honest with yourself, this is what happens. And if you notice this, you see the goosebumps. This is what Chris Algieri is giving us goosebumps, and he's about to give the world goosebumps when they see what happens. It's a new era.
You just mentioned you don't see the fight going the distance. Mm-hmm. Visualize how this fight ends. I mean, is he beat Pacquiao up? Does he stop him?
The exact way the fight's gonna end is Chris Algieri doing this once again, and my man Michael Buffer, and the new boom.
Champion of the world, the Fighting Collegian, Chris.
Let's welcome the president, Manny Pacquiao.
Champion of the world, and a great person, Manny Pacquiao.
First, I'm so happy to be back here in Venetian, Macau for another fight like this. I believe that it's going to be an exciting fight on Sunday. And all I can say is it's all set. We did our best in training. My team, they're very happy for this training camp, and also I'm happy because we remember and we see back those old days when I was young, and the speed and the power and determination and aggressiveness is there back. So I'm very excited for Sunday for this fight, and I know my opponent is trained hard for this fight and excited to win the fight, but I won't let that happen, because I believe that, you know, if God is with you, who can be against you? And the Philippians says in 4:13, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And I believe that the Word of God will prevail, that He says, if you are in my hands, who can harm you? So I think on Sunday, it's going to be an exciting fight, and people will enjoy it and be happy. Not only here in Indonesia and Macau, but all over the world who are going to watch in pay-per-view. Please don't miss it. It's going to be a good fight. Thank you, and may God bless you.
Radio Raheem here in China with Manny Pacquiao. Manny, you just arrived here. All the fanfare you're used to, but does it feel more like home being so close to the Philippines?
I really feel more. I really feel like like I'm in home, and you know, it's very nice.
Much has been made of your basketball playing. Obviously, you're a congressman back home. Do all of these things that you do outside of the ring start to pull you away from your focus in the ring at all?
This fight is this training camp. We focus 100%. We start early our training, and I'm very focused for this fight, and I'm in shape.
People will notice that the press for this fight was mostly done by Algieri. This time you weren't in front of the cameras a lot, and not a lot of interviews, didn't go a lot of places. Was that on purpose, and if so, why?
No, we did a lot. Actually, we did a lot in before we start our training. So we did a lot before we start training, so that when our training start and the fight is close, is no need to get interview to a lot of people.
You've got almost or more than 60 fights. You're a superstar all around the world, plenty of money. What is it that gets that passion, that fire going in your gut to every fight? Why are you excited for this fight?
I'm always excited every fight that I had, and because boxing is my passion, and that's that's my first priority in my life. And as long as the passion is still there, the determination and focus is still there, I can still fight.
You say you started this training camp early. I'm asking you, why did you feel like it was necessary to start this training camp early? And is the training camp better in the Philippines than when you train in Hollywood?
If the fight is in Asia, it's better to train in the Philippines, in Jensen. But if the fight is in the States, it's better to train in Hollywood. It depends where the fight is.
Yeah. Yeah. One, two. One, two.
Fight against Algieri.
1 round.
Why would you say 1 round?
Because I don't like him.
Why don't you like him?
Because he's too cocky.
What was it that he did that rubbed you the wrong way?
Just his look.
Is there anything that you think that he does that could give him problems?
No. He can run, but he can't hide.
You think he'll run?
Of course he will. Try to confuse us. We'll catch him.
Do you think that he could have deluded himself into thinking that he has a chance by doing different things, and then maybe mind over will?
What different things can he do? I mean, Manny Pacquiao. This is not Ruslan Pernavikov. Ruslan's blew a couple fights because he's just a young fighter coming up, a good puncher and so forth. He didn't know what to do with 2 knockdowns with the Bradley fight or the Algieri fight. When Manny knocks someone down twice, he knows what to do with it, believe me. He's an 8-time world champion. This is he's at a much higher level at this point than Ruslan Pernavikov, believe me.
Algieri said to me today that his timing beats Manny Pacquiao's speed. Algieri's only had 20 fights in his career as a professional.
Yeah, and fought who? Provodnikov was his biggest fight. What is his fucking timing? Really? Come on, break, dude. Here, he's in way over his head. Last night he was wearing sunglasses. This guy's scared to fucking death. I mean, you know, he realizes now as the fight draws closer that, oh shit, you know, what the fuck? I mean, when I fought Lance Lewis, I looked up and said, oh, geez, I might be in a bit of trouble here. So, it happens.
Yeah. What do you want?
Quick.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Venetian Macau Resort Hotel. This is the official weigh-in for the big HBO pay-per-view event tomorrow. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome live to ESPN Sports Center. Let's get things started with the official weigh-in. Ladies and gentlemen, first up to the scales, he comes to us from Huntington Park, New York, USA. He's the boxing pride of Stony Brook University. The challenger, his professional record, a perfect one. 20 victories in 20 fights, including 8 KOs. He is the WBO light welterweight champion of the world, the undefeated Chris, the Fighting Collegian. Division, Chris, the Fighting Collegian Algieri. And now next up onto the scales, future Hall of Fame legend from the Philippines, 8 times a world champion, 56 victories, including 33 knockouts, former flyweight, super bantamweight, super featherweight, lightweight, light welterweight, light middleweight, and reigning champion of the world, Manny Pacquiao. 143.8 pounds for the reigning and defending champion.
Pakinggan niyo ako, ito na ang tunay na Pilipino. Galing sa baryo sa pambato, pumunta ng LA, nagtrabaho para makatulong sa nanay. Dahil sa hirap ng buhay, pero masaya pa rin ang kulay. Pag kumain, nagkakamay. Yung kanin, chicken adobo. Yung galog, binibenta sa kanto. Tagay mo na nga ang baso. Pari ko, inuman na tayo. Filipino, 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 Filipino.
Challenger weighs in again. 144 is the catch weight limit for this contest. Two tenths over the limit of 144. He'll be back on the scales. He has 2 hours to do 2 tenths of a pound. No problem. Here they are, ladies and gentlemen, challenger and champion. It's all live on HBO pay-per-view. And it's brought to you by Bob Arum's Top Rank Incorporated with MP Promotions, along with with Star Boxing and Banner Promotion.
Bebo, bebo, bebo.